Paul, you know what happened today? I ordered an Americano.
Okay.
And the lady went, oh, no, English, 9, Deutsch. And I was like, does she think I'm asking her to speak American? I don't like. And then she was like, cappuccino. And I'm like, yeah. Hi, everybody. It's Shane.
It's Oscar.
Why did you make that sound so sinister? You are listening to our podcast, Pure Notions.
Yeah, this is the podcast about being Irish, but not being in Ireland, which is the most Irish thing you can do.
It is.
Yeah.
It is emigrate.
Yeah.
We are going through the alphabet from A to Z, talking about different topics from Irish people living abroad. And we are on letter A. What's A?
Accent.
Okay, I chose anal.
We don't do that in Ireland.
No, okay.
That's why you had to leave.
How to make a 15-minute podcast out of anal. Okay, no, accent is probably
Podcast
better.
is only going out on OnlyFans.
I would love if it did. That would be cool. You have a better accent than I do.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm from Kerry, so we have a very strong sort of accent. My accent has changed since leaving Ireland.
No, it hasn't.
No, it has. It has. Like when I'm in Kerry, when I'm drinking with people from, I go pure like North Kerry style. Like I go back into it. Like I'm from the fields. Like I'm from the county. I'm from the turf. Like from.
How does it? You already sound very Kerry.
Yeah, but
Kerry.
I sound a bit Kerry, but I sound less Kerry than I used to.
Okay.
Because when I'm in Slovakia, where we live, I have to modulate my accent a lot, because especially teaching children as well. If I'm talking like this to kids, then you'll have a whole generation of Slovak children sounding like they're from Ballyhaig, which we don't want. And so I have to slow myself down, and the biggest problem is I talk very fast, and I talk like I fucking eat my words almost. So I have to enunciate.
I know.
And slow down. And yes, hello, my name is Oscar. How are you doing? Nice to meet you.
I think you just sounded British there.
Yeah,
you just sounded English.
Unfortunately, I have to.
When Irish people try and have a correct accent, we just sound English.
That's where the English accent
Hello,
came from.
thank you for listening to this podcast. It's really nice.
Yes.
Do any of your kids that you teach have Irish accents?
No, there's one or two kids I've taught who've had Irish parents, and they've had like a little trace of an Irish accent, but for the most part it doesn't. I don't think it's. I've had more kids with English accents from their parents who have English parents than kids with Irish accents.
I volunteered in a school in India, and the previous teacher was a priest from Dublin for like 2 years, and the kids, all these little Indian kids, had like really thick Dublin accents.
I was on board.
Yeah, they were like, have you got any money? You got any money? And it's like 3 hours north of Mumbai, and they're like, have you got money? It's fucking class.
You want some biryani, bro? Yeah. Chicken biryani, man.
It was very weird. People ask me about my accent. They're like, my accent is different from the rest of my family.
You have a very Leinster accent.
A very Leinster accent. My family just say, when they say, why does Shane talk differently to the rest of you? My family just say his accent is gay.
Yeah.
It's a gay accent. My accent is not from a particular county, more from the rainbow.
Yeah. The Rainbow County.
Rainbow County, yeah. Of Glam. County Glam.
County Glam.
County Glam.
But like, yeah, I'm trying to think now who's because I know people. I think the people with the strongest accent, the strongest Irish accents, are the people from the north half of the country.
Ulster Unionist Party.
Yeah, well, there's lads. There's a few lads going around Slovakia who sound a bit like this, like, and that's
Can
right.
you imagine a baby with a Northern Irish accent?
Hey, my baby. How are you doing? I'm a fucking baby. Give me some milk. Show me your tits there, mum. I want to suck your tits.
Today's highly sophisticated.
Show me your
podcast.
tits.
I think the Northern Irish accent's really cool, but they just sound like they're ready for a fight. Also, people get really freaked out about the fact that our country is so small and has so many different accents. Yeah. But I think when people imitate the Irish accent, they do your one. They do Kerry.
Or they do Conor McGregor. like
Conor McGregor's from Dublin, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, bud. I'm playing Dublin.
Sorry.
I'm a rapist, and so
Does he really? Is that a quote?
it's a spirit. It's more from his actions than his words.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's an accurate.
That's not legally actionable, but
yeah, don't sue us, Conor. Don't sue us, Conor.
yeah, I'd beat him in a fight, but yeah,
You really wouldn't. You really wouldn't beat Conor McGregor in a fight. I'd beat him in an election, but I wouldn't beat him in a fight.
I would get more votes than Conor McGregor, yeah.
I would get more votes than Conor McGregor. Yeah, even from the church. I think even religious people would be like, yeah, fuck it. We'll vote for him.
Vote for the gay.
So on accents, has anyone ever not understood you?
Oh, yeah. Many people. Like, at all, like especially Slovak people, like, they're like, sorry, what? There was one of my previous jobs, I was teaching in a school, and there was a woman, my boss, who didn't understand a fucking word I said anytime I opened my mouth.
Did she speak English?
She spoke English.
Okay.
And she spoke English quite well. But for whatever reason, whenever I was speaking, like normally like this, she'd be like, and she was saying to other people, I have no idea what Oscar's saying.
He doesn't. Okay.
I was like, hello, good morning. Shall I do this for this class? Blah blah blah. We're doing a play. Okay, we're gonna practice to play with the kids. And she's like, I have no idea what.
But you see, you know what bothers me though? What annoys me is that people are like, I can't understand your accent, as if you're not speaking English properly. And I just think, I'm like, tell me the name of 10 Irish films.
Yeah.
If you can't, then you're just not used to it. You're just not used to the accent. It's not that we're speaking wrong or bad. You are just not used to the accent.
Yeah.
Whereas you take like difficult accents like Alabama, or so everyone can understand it.
I mean,
because
how
there's
many Alabama people have you met though?
no, but how many movies can I name that are set in Alabama? Loads.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Yes. Isn't I was going to say Tom Hanks, but that's not his name.
I think
Forrest Gump, isn't that in Alabama or Mississippi or that part of the world?
The south of America. Not
I
South
love
America.
that. Oh my god, I love that accent. If I went there, I would never come back.
What's your least favorite accent
In the English-speaking world.
In the English-speaking world.
Oh, I know exactly the answer. Should I say? No offense to the people there.
Yeah.
South Africa.
That's not. It's not so bad.
I think somebody took the worst of Dutch, the worst of the British, the worst of Australia, and a little smidgen of Indian, and put it all into a blender, and it just does. I'm like, pick an accent. Stop amalgamating all of them.
It sounds nice. No, my least favorite is the Newcastle accent.
Geordie?
I can't even do it. I can't even do it. Like, it's Scott. The only accent I have trouble understanding is like certain thick Scottish accents.
I know. I have different. That's the only one I have trouble is the Scottish, but it is probably outside of Ireland my favourite one.
No, I can't do a Scottish accent. I mean, I was in a relationship with a Scottish person for a while, and I still can't. Can I do it?
I can't do it. I
sound like the worst version of an Irish accent.
I would mount an elderly, hideous Highlands farmer if he just spoke to me in that twang.
I think we know a few.
Huh?
We know a few. We could
do we?
Well, not really. No, not a Highlands farmer.
If I'm not here for the next episode, I'm in the Highlands with a farmer and Google Translate.
Yeah.
Having the crack. Yeah. No, it would be quite cool. I had someone criticize my accent once. They said, what was it? I was teaching, and it was like a Romanian guy, I think, and he brought his kid in. And he said, oh, you're a really good teacher, but sorry, where is your accent from? And I said, oh, I'm from Ireland. And also, for anyone listening who's not from Ireland, I have a very mild Irish accent. Like, it's not really that strong. People often think I'm British. Again, not British, not rich, just gay. But this man I said, oh, I'm from Ireland. And he was like, oh, okay, you're a very good teacher. I would have preferred a native speaker. It's like, what? I am, and I didn't bother arguing. I was like, yeah, fair enough. Okie dokie, get out.
I mean, to be fair, I shared something on my Instagram story. I don't know if you saw. There was this food reviewer from like Waterford or something, and like he's like sitting down eating like a full Irish breakfast, and said, I know we're going to get the sausages now. There's a very lovely sausage. They're very nice and well cooked, and the egg there, I like a bit of the egg now. It's very runny yolk, and I dip a bit of bread into the egg and the cup of tea there. It was very nice as well, and like just pure like and that's how we talk. Like we just like we don't use our lips so much. It's just kind of we speak with our tongue. I'd say more than lips.
I should tell people, I was in your county for 6 months, and I had lived out of Ireland for 11 years, and I came back and I lived in Dingle.
Oh yeah.
Dingle is quite nice, but there's so many tourists in Dingle.
Yeah.
Like it's such a famous town. But I took the bus from Tralee to Dingle, and on the way, these elderly people got on the bus, and I was convinced that they were speaking Irish. And we know in Ireland it's quite rare to see people actually, going full throttle with the Oscailga.
Sure.
And I started listening to them, and I really had to hone in and go, oh God, that's actually English.
I was on the bus from Dingle to Tralee before, and a guy started yodeling.
Yes,
It was like yodeling,
absolutely.
like proper like Hank Williams style yodeling, not Alpine yodeling. Hank Williams,
Yeah.
and like just out of nowhere, I was like, yeah, and he was like, I was on the Late Late Show doing that in 1975. I was like,
1975 with the Late
I was
Late
on the
Show.
Late Late Show in 1975. I was doing a bit of the old yodeling now. Oh, well, Johnny, now we did a bit of yodeling there, brother.
I think the ability to yodel is great, but it's probably not something that's welcomed on public transport. Do you know if you see like no hot food, no phones, no smoking?
In Ireland, you can do it. I mean, we got given out to as well. Again, going from Dingle to Tralee, drinking on the bus. They didn't like that very much.
No.
Cracking open bottles of Corona. They didn't like that.
For all the listeners, we took the tram here to the podcast studio today. Oscar got stared at for laughing too loud. I was making Oscar laugh. I was just being unbelievably funny.
I enjoyed my life too much.
It was, but I think it was also
you're not allowed to do that in Vienna.
Yeah, you can't. You can. I think you can smile on public transport in Vienna. You can't go like. Also, your laugh was half. I wish I could play it. It was half laugh, half like.
Yeah.
Which it sounded like a public health hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a super spreader event.
Oscar, stop laughing. People are staring at us. And he's like, I can't. You're just too funny. And it's like, I know.
I didn't say that.
In my mind, you did. You did say that. Okay, so accents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yours has changed?
I think so, yeah.
Consciously?
Both. I think mostly unconsciously, but I mean, it has been an effort to maximize how many people actually understand me. And I also just pick up accents from because I had I was kind of weird growing up, but I had more of like a sort of an American twang to my accent based on the amount of movies and TV shows and shit I was watching.
Yeah.
So like some people are, Oscar, you sound so American. You sound so American by it. And I was like, don't really like it. Just don't sound because when I was born as well, I was born in England, and.
Pause for dramatic effect.
And
that's okay. Listen, no one's perfect.
First 2 years of my life, I was in England. I started speaking English. It was with a British accent. So, Mummy, can I have some cake?
Daddy,
Mummy. So that's.
And then you moved to Kerry.
And then I moved to Kerry, and then I
got the butter.
So the Kerry accent has been shoved into my ears, and so it's all been modulated through this weird prism. So I had kind of a different accent to everyone kind of around me from the get go. Anyway, but I think I'm just kind of like a sponge for accents. Like I do, just kind of I'm good at mimicking accents.
Yeah. Do you ever accidentally do that though, where you immediately mimic the accent and then someone thinks you're making fun of them?
Well, I did it with a guy who had Tourette's before, and like anytime he'd have like a tick, I'd do it as that. And it was like, Oscar, that's not cool, man. I can't control it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. But I'm just kind of unconsciously, like, it's like like there's lads we know from Dublin, like there's fellas who talk like this, and I'd fucking start talking like that.
I do.
Yeah, well, old Skinner, what's the story, man? Jesus Christ.
Some of them I do. That's probably a bit too manly for me, but some of them I do. Like I remember this guy from the north. I worked in this arcade, and he was like, "Where do you get the tokens?" And I was like, "You got them from over there." And I also, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. I wasn't making fun of you. It's just an automatic thing." Yeah. And at the time, I remember this because the other automatic thing I do is, I don't know why I think this is socially acceptable, is to take other people's popcorn. Do you know if someone just has a big thing of popcorn, I instinctively just put my hand in and take it. So I worked in this customer service place in an arcade where people had popcorn, and this man was like, "Where do you got the tokens?" And I just put my hand into his popcorn, took it out, ate his popcorn, and then made fun of him to his face. I lost that job a few months later, actually, for doing that continuously to people.
No surprise.
Yeah,
no surprise.
it was annoying.
Yeah.
Alcohol. Does your accent come out more when you get drunk?
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see now. After I drink this whiskey, it's going to be a bit more pronounced.
Yeah,
but
we should say that this is not sponsored by Tullamore Dew. We're just drinking.
Yeah, I'm just I think my liver is sponsored by Tullamore Dew at this stage, but yeah, no, it does definitely, like when I'm on the sauce. Yes, I do get more curry. It does become more pronounced.
I think I just get more gay.
Yeah. Well, that's the difference between you and me, I guess.
That's probably why.
He was gay. I'm from Kerry.
We did think of Pure Notions. I had other titles for them.
The gay and the Kerry.
The big and the gay. That was my one, and I was like, it probably won't work.
Well, I can lose weight. You'll always be gay.
I can go. I was going to say I can go to conversion therapy, but that doesn't work. I've tried. Okay, that's episode 1. Thank you guys so much for listening. Join us for episode 2, and we're going to do the letter B
for Brophy.
nice. B for Brophy. Done.